Welcome back, everybody. One of the things that we need to talk about, and maybe it's a little out there for some of you, but that's EMF, electromagnetic fields, or electromagnetic radiation. When we sleep, even when we're around during the day, when we're up and about, when we're at work, when we're at home, we're exposed to numerous electromagnetic fields. So anytime you've got electricity moving through a wire, it creates a magnetic field. That's an EMF. Also, our microwaves, of course, and our cell phones and the internet routers that we all use. So most of us have wireless internet routers at home. Most of us use cell phones. And exposure to that EMF radiation from the cell phones and from the wireless internet may be impacting both our health and our sleep. There's still research out on this. However, the general consensus that we hold is it's better to turn these devices off at night and get as little exposure to this EMF radiation as possible, because it's not going to hurt you to get less exposure in the long run, and it may significantly impact your health to reduce your exposure to have higher health in the long run by reducing the EMF radiation that you're exposed to, especially at night. So at night, assuming everybody in your house goes to sleep at night and isn't up all night working on the internet or using the cell phone, you can turn off the EMF devices. So of course, most of us have our phones. A lot of us like to use our phones on our bedside stand as our alarm clocks, or so that we know what time it is during the night. I do this, but turn your phone into airplane mode. That's why it's there, to reduce the cell signal that's coming to and from your phone. That's the first thing that you always want to make sure that you do if you just don't keep your phone out of the bedroom completely. The next is turning off your internet router. This can be a huge pain in the ass for most of us. My internet router is down here in my basement. All of the bedrooms are upstairs. So at the end of the night, I'm upstairs, I'm getting ready for bed. It's a huge pain in the butt for me to walk downstairs, unplug the router, or turn it off. And then again, when I get up in the morning, to go downstairs and turn it back on. I start turning on my devices. There's no signal, nothing works. I have to remember, I forgot to turn on the wireless internet. So turning that off at night is key, and I'll give you some real easy tips for how to make that much, much easier in your life. And some people go so far as to put their bedroom, and if you're building a house, you can do this. If you're building a house or you're totally rewiring an existing house, put your bedroom on a separate circuit so that you can go at night and turn that circuit off to your bedroom, which means there's no electricity going through the walls in your bedroom. You're completely free of those EMF fields as much as you possibly can. Some people go even further. I will link you out to the resources on our webpage. Some people go further to put either under or over the first layer of sheetrock, and then they'll add a second layer of sheetrock. This also increases soundproofing of the room, but a layer of aluminum sheeting. They're trying to create a complete insulated cage in their bedroom, so when they sleep, they have zero, as much as possible, zero exposure to any of these radiations that are coming in from the environment through the windows and the walls. Some of that's kind of extreme. Some of you may want to do that. Some of you may want to put your bedroom on a separate circuit, turn it on and off at night and in the morning. Others of you, when you're running internet cable through your walls, especially on new construction, you can buy, I think, Cat 6 shielded cable so that it's shielded from EMF radiation as it runs through your walls. You can probably do that with some of your electrical wiring as well. Might be a good idea if you have the resources and you're in that process. For those of us that have existing houses, here's some stuff that I use. This is a Zap. Essentially what it is, I plug my internet router. I have two of them. One is for work, and here's what the box looks like. I bought this on Amazon. It wasn't very expensive. It came with 3 of these, and it came with 1 remote. So what happens is I plug this into the wall, and then I plug a light, an internet router, whatever I want into this. So I plug my 2 internet routers into one of these, and they're labeled. You can see maybe that this has a 3 on it. The others are 1 and 2. And then this remote has a 1, a 2, and a 3 with an on and an off button. So I put my internet routers into this, I put this into the wall. My internet routers are in the basement. I'm upstairs in the bedroom right before bed. I simply click off on two of these buttons to shut off my two routers. They completely turn off. I've never had an issue with them not turning off. So this actually has a pretty good distance. You don't have to be in the same room. Mine's in the basement bathroom. I can do this from the upstairs bedroom. And I will show you here in a second when we come back how I do this for this little light here. All right, welcome back. I have plugged this baby right here into the number 3 Zap outlet. Now I can simply just press the on button from anywhere in the house and it will turn this on. You could do this for any kind of a light, any kind of a device, but for the internet router it makes a huge difference to keep this by my bedside so I can turn my internet router on and off and reduce exposure to EMF from that internet router, the wireless signal going throughout my house, especially since I have 2 of those.